Tuesday, October 20th, 2020. Regular meeting of the Borough Council of the Borough of Lodi, New Jersey. Time 7 p.m. The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. With the provisions of this act, the Lodi Borough was notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place thereof published in the Bergen Record by paid legal advertisement on October 21st, 2019, Office of the Borough Clerk and on the Borough website. This meeting is being audio and video recorded.
Please stand for pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United
States of
States of
America,
America,
to
to
the
the
republic,
republic for which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
under God, with liberty
indivisible,
and justice for all.
justice for all. Roll call.
Councilman Leto,
Here.
Councilman DeChara,
Here.
Councilman Carafa,
Here.
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Present.
and Mayor Luna.
Here.
Also present, Borough Clerk Carol D'Amico, Municipal Manager Vincent Caruso, Borough Attorney Alan Spinello, Borough Engineer Tom Solfaro, Borough Auditor Frank DiMaria, Police Chief Donald Scorzetti, DPW Director Brian Palladino, Zoning Officer Construction Official Nick Melfi, and CFO Charles Cuccia.
Are there any certificates and awards?
Yes, Mayor. This evening we have a proclamation to honor Mrs. Grace Cool on the occasion of her 100th birthday with the proclamation and a key to the city. Unfortunately, we're not open to the public, but I'll read the proclamation.
Go ahead.
Whereas one of the privileges of the office of the mayor is to recognize and honor citizens of our borough. And whereas Mrs. Grace Kula was born Grace Sander in Passaic on July 4th, 1920. Grace was one of 6 children and even as a young girl had a great love for children and was known as the neighborhood babysitter. Grace enjoyed roller skating and loved to dance on skates. Grace worked many jobs, including working in a factory making materials for the military during World War II. Grace worked as a seamstress making clothes for Saks Fifth Avenue until her retirement at age 62. And whereas Grace met her husband Fred at one of the dances she frequented, and they were married on May 5th, 1946, celebrating their 74th anniversary this year. Grace and Fred bought their first home in Fairlawn and then made their way to Lodi, where they have called home for the past 63 years. Together, they have 3 children, 4 grandchildren, and 5 great-grandchildren, and Grace is affectionately known as Gigi. And whereas over the years, Grace was involved with the Lodi Little League Ladies Auxiliary, an active member of the St. Francis Mothers Guild, and worked at St. Francis Bingos for 63 years until age 93. And whereas Grace has always put her family first, playing a huge role in helping raise her grandchildren, she now enjoys playing lottery scratch-offs and doing crosswords. Before the COVID-19 pandemic hit, Grace loved going to Atlantic City. And whereas Grace celebrated her 100th birthday with a small family gathering, now therefore be it resolved that the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Lodi extend their sincerest best wishes to Grace for a happy 100th birthday in the future. Presented this 20th day of October, 2020. Scott A. Luna, Mayor. This is the proclamation. And we'll be presenting Grace with the key to the city.
Oh, that's fantastic.
All right.
So happy birthday.
Yes,
Happy
happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
Congratulations.
birthday, Grace.
Happy birthday. Congratulations.
Approval of minutes?
Approval of minutes. Executive meeting, September 8th, 2020.
I'll make the motion. Second.
Councilman
Yes.
DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Closed session, September 8th, 2020.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
Councilman Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes. Yes.
Mayor Carafa,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes.
And regular meeting, September 15th, 2020.
Motion. Second.
Councilman Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Just for the record, let the record be shown that on September 15th, I had read a wrong, incorrect line, and I had abstained on a certain item, which was GO 120-20-01263. That was a vote yes, and abstention should be, for the record, F 0143-20-01336.
Also, let the record reflect that the mayor brought that to the attention of the borough clerk immediately at that meeting, before meetings end or during the meeting's end, and it goes back to that date. Thank you.
And my vote was yes on it.
Thank you, Mayor.
Communications.
Communications. Mayor Luna received a letter from Glenn Russo Sr. thanking the mayor and council for honoring him on September 11th, 2020. He asked that I read his letter. Dear Honorable Mayor Luna, I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to you, Deputy Mayor Vincent Martin, and the entire council for presenting me with the key to the Borough of Lodi on September 11th, 2020. As a lifelong resident of the Borough of Lodi, I truly consider this an honor and privilege that the mayor and council bestowed upon me. On September 11th of each year, I relive the exact moments that occurred on this horrific date in our country. Marsh and McClellan Companies Incorporated, our parent company, suffered over 300 casualties that day. I count my blessings each day and thank God for allowing me to be a World Trade Center survivor. Sincerely, Glenn Russo Sr.
Thank you, Glenn. It was our privilege. It was certainly an honor for us to extend you the key to the city that day.
Agreed. Thank you, Glenn.
Thanks, Glenn.
And Mayor, at this time, we're going to have the reported CFO.
Yes.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm here tonight to report about the best practices inventory that we are required to file with the state annually. Each municipality in the state of New Jersey is required to do so. We answered questions affirmatively with regard to core competencies regarding budget, finance, and purchasing. This year, there were some changes to the questions from the past, and you can imagine that they covered our response to COVID, some shared services, and development and opportunity zones, all of which we answered affirmatively. So I'm happy to report that we have far exceeded the requirements to maintain our state aid for the next year. And that was filed with the Department of Community Affairs.
That's great news. Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck.
Good news.
Charles. Good job.
Okay, reporter Borough Manager. Vin, you have anything?
No, sir. No, Mayor. I'm sure you have everything that I would say is going to come up in your report. So,
Yes, sir. Zoning report?
Yeah, Mayor, I'll read my report. The total number of zoning inspections were 135. Total number of building inspections were 95. 5 failed and had to be rescheduled. We fulfilled 42 Oprah requests. We collected $3,800 in rentals and resale, $375 for businesses, $3,475 for local zoning permits, $100 for a builder's license, $300 in violations of fines for building, $24,326 in building department fees for a total of $32,376. We did collect 1 fine, 2 fines in court, 1 for CO, no CO business for $250, and property maintenance collected $300 in the court cases in September for a total of $550. There's about 11 various pending cases that we Supposed to have some scheduled tomorrow. Don't know how many will show up on virtual or not, but we shall see. The construction is continuing at Content Industrial, 123 Route 46, the self-storage. 200 Greg Street is coming really nice. They're getting close to paving the roads now inside. They got their fencing up around their detention basins, and it's looking nice. 116 South Main has started, and the lawn, which is not on the report, is just about finished with their construction. Building and zoning have been operating via email, regular mail, continuing to do inspections by the guidance DCA. We've been back in the office. Regarding property maintenance, Artie is continuing to be on the road for any property maintenance issues. He has issued warning and now summonses for all property maintenance violations. The following addresses have received property maintenance violations. I could read them out if you want, but there's new court dates. We're waiting on the court dates for those various addresses that are on there. Both Artie and Patrick are continuing to speak to the owners of the businesses regarding the gloves and the masks being thrown in the lots. And it hasn't been really too bad at all as it was at the beginning. And also informing them about the shopping carts on the streets. They're also informing contractors regarding needed permits. 25 were actually caught and reported to my office. They've been, most of them have been fined. Some of them you have to give a certain amount of time allowable by state, as long as they apply for their permits. They've tagged 57 properties for grass, weeds, and debris, and tagged 30 properties for appliances and electronics that were left out. Notices were sent out to residences with dangerous and hazardous trees. 5 were sent out and all have complied and removed them. 1 more was sent out to a Hunter Street address, which we just got a copy of the contract, which will be removed shortly. Patrick has finished going to the business and apartment owners to compile a list of garbage haulers and remind them to get their tonnage reports into Rebecca. He's also been gathering a pothole list for the DPW, along with a list of missing and damaged street signs, a little over 30 to date. Artie and Patrick also made a list of the downed trees and the broken limbs after the last storm. I think there was like 40 reported, he said. Gary has started and has been going out doing the car lot inspections. And before I continue on that, Del Glen Avenue has received multiple tickets and will continue to do so. That's the issue with them stocking outside and with their trucks. Pasadena Avenue has also been issued multiple tickets, and we will continue also. Tickets have been issued for staying open past their hours according to their CO for One Stop Auto, and also Momots, which is another business over there. I have the old Manetti's seems to have been gotten the picture. I passed there a few times. Haven't received any complaints on it since Gary and I last spoke with him a few weeks back. The auto repair shop down the road from him has started to clean up their lot. They still have a ways to go, but are making, they're starting to make progress over there. Avenue E has also received summonses for violating their CO with the storage of the vehicles outside. And I just want to give a kind of a little shout out to Brian and the DPW regarding the rec center at Kennedy Park. I've been there multiple times during the day, and I really want to commend them all for, they're doing such a great job on the building, and the building is looking great. I mean, I really want to tip my hat to the workers over there, because you know what, if I had to do something with a house and put an addition on, they're doing a great job, and I would really trust them. So to the guys that are working down here on that building with Brian, I give them, a lot of credit. They're doing a really good job. And just want to let the mayor and council know that my office staff, as always, will continue as if there was no pandemic going on, and they're doing a great job. This concludes my report, and if anybody has any questions regarding it, you can feel free to ask.
Thank you, Nick. Thanks for looking into the Del Glen Avenue situation, Pasadena, and also the hotspot on Avenue E. And also thanks for mentioning the DPW workers. I also have some, mentioning them in my report as well. They're definitely doing a great job there.
Yeah, without a doubt. Okay, Mayor, if you don't mind, I have to cut out. And if there's anything else that's brought up there, you could, Carol, let me know tomorrow if anything.
Okay, take care. Thank you, Nick.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks.
Carol,
Nick.
resolutions?
Executive meeting Tuesday, November 10th, 2020, 7 PM. Regular meeting Tuesday, November 17th, 2020.
We lose you?
Consent agenda. These resolutions are matters covering operation of government and will be passed by one roll call vote covering all items on the consent agenda. Resolution number 20-162, approving bills for October 2020. Resolution number 20-163, approving mayor and council executive and public meeting dates for the year 2021. Resolution number 20-164, authorizing to retain a grant research and writing services consultant and entering into an agreement with Millennium Strategies for the period of November 1st, 2020 through October 31st, 2021, and authorizing Mayor Scott A. Luna to execute said agreement on behalf of the borough. Resolution number 20-165, approving the renewal of the following alcoholic beverage license number: 0231-33-022-008 for the term 2018-2019. Resolution number 20-166, approving the renewal of the following alcoholic beverage license number: 0231-33-022-008 for the 2019-2020 term. Resolution number 20-167, authorizing entering into lease with option to purchase agreement by the borough for digital copiers with accessories, and authorizing Mayor Scott A. Luna to execute said lease with option to purchase agreement with Rico USA Incorporated, also known as Atlantic Tomorrow's Office. Resolution number 20-168, authorizing to submit Sustainable Jersey grant application in the amount of $10,000 to fund the following project: municipal vehicle efficiency audit. Resolution number 20-169, approving the following settlement of tax appeal in accordance with the stipulation of settlement, and authorizing the mayor, borough manager, or any other appropriate official to perform any act necessary to effectuate the purposes set forth in this resolution. Seven Gates LLC, under tax court docket numbers 006606-2016, 001944-2017, 000931-2018, 003391-2019, and 001607-2020 for the calendar years 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020. Resolution number 20-170, approving the issuance of a vehicle dealer license to Real Deal Motors LLC, 188 Route 46 East, Lodi, and authorizing fire marshal or Fire Prevention Bureau to issue the aforesaid license in accordance with its application and ordinance number 808-31. Resolution number 20-171, authorizing accepting the lease with option to purchase from Pitney Bowes Sourcewell, formerly known as NJPA, Pitney Bowes postage machines with accessories at the rate of $340.84 per month for the first year and $438.57 per month for years 2 through 4 per state contract, and authorizing Mayor Luna to execute said lease with option to purchase agreement and any other documents reasonably necessary to complete said lease with option to purchase. Resolution number 20-172, authorizing the proper officer to refund the 2020 health license number 99 fee in the amount of $89.25 to Storm and One Cup mobile truck based on the recommendation of the zoning officer. Resolution number 20-173, approving renewal of the following alcoholic beverage liquor license for the year beginning July 1st, 2020 and ending June 30th, 2021. License number 2021-33-034-004. Resolution number 20-174 to amend the calendar year 2020 capital budget. Resolution number 20-175, authorizing the acceptance of the bid by Ravex Contracting for the 2020 Capital Road Program, Constitutional Way, Arnott Street, and Ferndale Court. Neglia Engineering Project Number LODIMUN 20.015, and authorizing Mayor Luna to execute said contract. Resolution number 20-176, authorizing change order number 1 in the increased amount of $20,872 and amendment to resolution and contract declaring public emergency and exigency, TSLAC Environmental Services. Resolution number 20-177, authorizing the proper officer to refund the following escrow balance in the amount of $1,025 based on the recommendation of the zoning department. Escrow deposit number 10863, James Cuccio, 201 Charlton Avenue, Lodi, New Jersey, Block 9, Lot 55. Resolution number 20-178, amending the contract authorized by resolution number 20-77 on July 1st, 2020, and authorizing Deputy Mayor Vincent Martin to execute the amended contract with Florio Perucci, Steinhardt and Capelli LLC for the provision of legal services as special labor law counsel to the Borough of Lodi for the period July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2021. Resolution number 20-179, authorizing appointing of municipal representatives to the Bergen County Community Development Regional Committee for fiscal year 2020-2021, covering period July 1st, 2020 through June 30th, 2021. Resolution number 20-180, authorizing the appointment of Andrew Cassano as Municipal Alliance Coordinator for the Borough of Lodi for a period of 1 year commencing January 1st, 2020 and terminating December 31st, 2020.
Motion.
Second.
Who made the motion?
I
Councilman.
did, Carol.
Thank you. Councilman Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Martin,
I'm going to abstain on resolution 20-165, 20-166, and 20-173. Yes to all the rest.
thank you, Deputy Mayor, and Mayor Luna.
Yes, on resolution 20-162, bills F0143, 20-01601, G0305, 20-01355, N0272, 20-01420, and B0608, 20-01534. And resolution number 20-178, abstention, and yes on the rest.
Thank you, Mayor.
Ordinances?
At this time, Mayor, if I may, I'm going to recuse myself from the hearing and adoption of ordinance 2020-21.
I'm going to put you in the waiting room, okay?
Thank you, Rebecca.
As, same with me too, Rebecca, please.
Got you.
Okay. Hearing and adoption ordinance number 2020-21. An ordinance to amend ordinance 195-11, an ordinance to limit and restrict to specified districts and to regulate therein buildings and structures known as the zoning ordinance of the Borough of Lodi, and to amend ordinance 2018-16, prohibiting the cultivation, manufacturing, processing, warehousing, distributing and/or sale of marijuana, cannabis, and to permit alternative treatment centers and authorized recreational marijuana retail facilities as conditional uses in a specified area located within the ILI Light Impact Industrial Zone District.
Anyone wishes to be heard on ordinance number 2020-21, can please call in. Carol, read the number.
Call-in number is 646-558-8656. Anyone wishing to be heard on the hearing and adoption of ordinance number 2020-21 can call in at 646-558-8656.
If no one's out there wishing to be heard, Carol, get a motion to close and adopt.
Motion.
Second.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Hearing and adoption ordinance number 2020-22. An ordinance to amend all previous applicable traffic ordinances to designate certain additional streets as one-way in the borough of Lodi, Breland Avenue and Linden Street.
Excuse me, Carol, have the other councilmen that abstained on the prior ordinance, have they been let back into the meeting?
Yes, Adam.
Yes, I'm in, Alan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carol, Rebecca.
Anyone wishing to be heard on ordinance number 2020-22 can please call in. Carol, please read the phone number, call-in number.
For the hearing and adoption of ordinance number 2020-22 is 646-558-8656. Anyone wishing to be heard can call into 646-558-8656.
No one's out there wishing to be heard. You get a
So I
motion
think
to close and adopt?
We're gonna let
There is
somebody in
someone
right
in.
now.
Oh, okay.
Kate? Kate, can you hear me?
Carol, she just muted herself.
Kate, you have yourself on mute. Can you unmute? Kate, if you were calling in to speak at the hearing of ordinance number 2020-22, please unmute your computer. Yeah.
You want a motion?
Yeah, I guess looks like she left the meeting. We get a motion to close and adopt.
Motion to close and adopt
Second,
ordinance number 20-22.
I'll second.
Councilman Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Introduction ordinance number 2020-23. An ordinance to discourage and penalize real estate property owners from operating and creating apartments contrary to applicable law and/or regulations within the borough of Lodi, so as to provide for increased penalties and other matters, and to amend ordinance 404-14 and ordinance 197-20. An ordinance to discourage and penalize real estate property owners from operating and creating apartments contrary to applicable law and/or regulation.
Can I motion to introduce?
motion,
Motion.
Second.
Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes.
20-24, an ordinance to amend all previous applicable traffic ordinances and to amend ordinance 84-8 to further restrict parking and traffic flow in the borough of Lodi, Leo Place, Massey Street, and Graham Lane.
Can a motion to introduce?
Motion to introduce.
Second.
Councilman Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Introduction ordinance number 2020-25, a bond ordinance to authorize the resurfacing of McKinley Avenue from Main Street to Roosevelt Avenue in by and for the Borough of Lodi in the County of Bergen, State of New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $250,000 to pay the cost thereof, to make a down payment, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds.
motion,
Second.
Councilman Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes. B resolutions?
Yes, Mayor, this evening we have two. Resolution number 20-181, authorizing the submission of a strategic plan for the Lodi Municipal Alliance Grant for the Lodi Municipal Drug Alliance Grant for the fiscal year 2021 in the amount DEDR $3,579.47, cash match requirement $894.87, and in-kind requirement $2,684.60.
Get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Councilman Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Yes.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes.
Resolution number 20-182, approving transfer of plenary retail consumption license number 0233-03-022-008 to Legion Services LLC, Nunc Pro Tunc, to be effective June 30th, 2020.
Get a motion?
Motion.
Second,
Second.
Councilman Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
yes,
Deputy Mayor Martin,
Abstain.
and Mayor Luna.
Yes. Okay, just a brief report tonight. I know Nick touched based on it earlier in his report. Our Kennedy Park Vincent Nacito Recreation and Community Building is well underway. It's been moving at a rapid pace and a very professional pace. The workmanship is very, very professional. I not only want to thank Brian Palladino, our DPW director, for leading this project, but sometimes, people go unrecognized, but as a fellow tradesman and a carpenter, I'd like to compliment our talented crew, for a fine job. If I miss anybody, Brian, please extend our admiration for them. Todd Marino, Corey Palladino, Ryan Walters, Mike, Steve, Jimmy, and Vinny. And if I missed anyone, please let them know that we really appreciate their professional work up there. I'm at that job every day, and I admire their work. Also like to thank our landscape, I would call it our in-house crew. This past month, they spruced up the Lucille Drive area by that Route 80 retaining wall. It hasn't looked so good in years. They did a great job there, trimming back all the trees in Borough Hall, so now we can see the rotunda, council chambers better, and the lights. If we hang any banners, as we've done for 9/11, you could see it. And thank you for all the fall decorations and all the plantings that you guys did. That was a great job. I've received letters from Senior Citizen Club regarding the leaks in the building. When is the project going to start? As I've mentioned in our updates, the building would start in the fall, which it is the fall. We had our pre-con meeting last week. The work's scheduled to start October 26th. Work should last about 3 to 4 weeks if everything goes well. We'll be addressing the structural issues and the roof as well. Along Valley Road, our sewer project was completed yesterday. Avenue A sewer project should be starting in 2 weeks. And last but not least, as we promised, our main streets are now paved. This is the first time in about 20 years our main drags have been paved. I'd like to thank County Executive Jim Tedesco and Senator Lagana for 14 months ago making a promise to us on our inauguration day that they would help us fix the Main Street lights, pave under 46, pave our main streets, and we worked closely with them together. And the project's finally been completed. They played a big part in it, as well as working with us with the borough. So I wanted to thank them all for that. That's my report for tonight. Anyone else?
And just real quick, Mayor, again, I want to wish a happy birthday to Grace Kula, 100th birthday. God bless you and happy birthday. Just a short ditto on your compliments to the DPW and the workers down there. I've stopped down here. Actually, I was down here this morning. Fabulous job that we're doing a good majority of that project in-house, and it's really, really coming good. And I think it's going to really benefit the community, and that I want to get that out there, that this project is, the ideas that we have and that Brian's just doing down there are strictly for the community and what can be done and what can that room be used for. So that's coming along really, really good. And I just want to kind of give you a little shout out. I know you just mentioned County Executive Tedesco and Senator Lagana, but you also, your relationship with them went a long way with getting our roads done. I know it was a little inconvenience for a couple of days to some of our residents, but at the end of the day, we got a long stretch of road, main roads from Outwater Lane all the way to Felician College, almost 3/4 of, or maybe almost the whole Passaic Street, and all of Union Street. So, thank you for your hard work too, because that got that done. And that's all I have right now. Thank you.
If I could just jump on and express my sentiments for Grace Kula and her birthday. Congratulations, Grace, on reaching that milestone. Very happy for you and your family. I would also like to thank the residents for their patience with Main Street, and also shout out to our county exec. But it's because all 5 of us and everybody on the screen, we take pride in this community and we feel good about Lodi. We constantly bolster what a great place Lodi is to live. We always look at the positive because we're positive people. And that's so very important in today's day and age, especially going through this pandemic, which we're going through right now. So I think the paving of the road, the sprucing up of Lucille Drive, the looking to the community center for more room for our residents, fixing up the senior center, coming in with a 0 base tax increase on the municipal end. That's because we care and we really enjoy living in this town. And I think that gets lost on a lot of people. We could complain all we want, but if you don't look for what's good, you're not going to see it. And maybe it's because it's my faith that I always look for the good in everything. I think that it's a hats off. Scott and the whole team, wonderful job. I'm saying nothing but kudos. People have been stopping me and saying, wow, fireworks were spectacular. The posts online were spectacular. That's why we run underneath the Pride Council, because we have pride in Lodi. So it's just a pleasure serving with all of you, because Brian, great job. The town looks wonderful. The decorations, we're always up to date with everything that's going on. And sometimes with a skeleton crew, you work wonders. And I think that gets missed. So, we've all been here for a lot of years. You could trace our families back. to the early 1900s, but were the fabric of the community. And if you walk along that borough, council chamber, that's Lodi. We're Lodi, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's what to be proud of. And I think that's what makes the job done. So Scott, guys, everybody involved, DPW, the police, the fire department, the ambulance corps, people were smiling underneath their masks. They were pulling it out and saying, look, I'm smiling. They were happy. We took a chance. We brought the community together. And I'm just overwhelmed with how people are reacting in such a positive manner because they know there's a lot of good in this town. So hats off to all of us for the job we do.
Very well said, Emil.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Very well said.
Very well
Thank
said.
Anyone else? Old business? New business?
No, Mayor.
I'd like to open the meeting to the hearing of citizens. Each citizen will have 5 minutes to be heard. Carol, you can read the call-in number. If anyone wishes to be heard, they can call in.
Okay. Call-in number for the hearing of citizens is 646-558-8656. Again, that's 646-558-8656. Here, we'll just wait a minute because there's a short delay. Once more, the call-in number for hearing of citizens is 646-558-8656.
Was that Jeopardy?
Well, yeah,
Okay.
I think that's it, Mayor. There's no one waiting.
We could get a motion to close the hearing of citizens portion.
Motion to adjourn. Oh, motion to close the hearing of citizens.
Second.
Second. I need a motion to adjourn, no?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Second. Okay, Albert, you could have.
Leto,
Yes.
Councilman DeChara,
Yes.
Councilman Carafa,
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Martin,
All names, yes.
and Mayor Luna. Mayor Luna, you're muted.
Muted.
Mute yourself, Scott.
Yes, I thought I was the only one that did that, but yes.
7:43 p.m.
Hey,
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Night,
everybody.
everybody.
Feel better, Al.
Carol, I'll see you in the morning.
feel better, Al.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.